In a sudden and heartbreaking turn of events, beloved When Calls the Heart actress Erin Krakow has been rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Fans across the globe are in disbelief. And if that wasn't overwhelming enough, her longtime co-star and close friend Ben Rosenbaum has reportedly suffered an emotional meltdown upon hearing the news. What exactly happened? How serious is Erin's condition? What was Ben's reaction? And could this be related to something deeper between them? Stay tuned as we break it all down, from exclusive insider reports, timelines, emotional tributes, and the reactions of their closest friends and castmates. This is an update you won't want to miss. Before we dive into the events of today, let's take a brief look at who Erin Krakow is and why this news is shaking fans worldwide. Born in Philadelphia and raised in Florida, Erin Krakow is not just a talented actress. She's a beloved face of Hallmark Channel, known for her heartwarming roles and powerful performances. Her breakout role came when she stepped into the shoes of Elizabeth Thatcher in When Calls the Heart, a series that has inspired millions with its themes of love, resilience, and community. Erin is admired not just for her talent, but also for her genuine kindness, her activism, and her strong connection with fans. Over the years, she has formed close bonds with co-stars like Lori Loughlin, Daniel Lissing, and, of course, Ben Rosenbaum, who plays Mike Hickam in the same series. To her castmates, Erin is not just a colleague, she's family. And today, that family is in turmoil. The incident reportedly occurred late last night during a private cast gathering in Vancouver, where the team had been wrapping up production on the next season of When Calls the Heart. Multiple sources confirmed that Erin suddenly collapsed at the event. Initially, many thought it was a minor fainting spell due to exhaustion, as the cast had been working long hours filming emotionally heavy scenes. But within minutes, it became clear this was something far more serious. Paramedics arrived at the scene, and Erin was transported to St. Michael's Medical Center, where she was admitted to the ICU. As of the latest update, she is listed in critical but stable condition and undergoing a series of tests. Doctors have yet to release an official statement, but one insider shared that the cause might be linked to a pre-existing health condition that Erin had kept private. Her publicist issued a short message early this morning. Erin is receiving the best care possible. We ask for privacy and prayers during this difficult time. While fans are heartbroken, no one seems to be taking the news harder than Ben Rosenbaum. Ben, who has been working closely with Erin for over a decade, was reportedly inconsolable after learning what happened. According to on-set sources, Ben was one of the first to reach Erin after her collapse. Witnesses say he was shaking, pale, and visibly distraught. He reportedly shouted, after Erin was taken to the hospital, Ben followed the ambulance and stayed at the ER all night. One nurse described his state as emotionally broken, adding that she saw him crying in a hallway, clutching a note Erin had written to him last Christmas. It has long been rumored, though never confirmed, that Ben and Erin shared more than just a working relationship. Though they've always insisted they're just great friends, fans have speculated for years about a deeper emotional connection between them. Today, those rumors feel more real than ever. Ben and Erin's friendship is one for the books. Since Ben joined the cast of When Calls the Heart, the duo has shared not only screen time, but also red carpet moments, social media selfies, and hilarious behind-the-scenes clips. They've supported each other through thick and thin, from career highs to personal lows. When Erin lost her father a few years ago, Ben was right there by her side. When Ben struggled with anxiety during the pandemic, Erin was the first to check in on him daily. Their fans even gave them a ship name, #BeErin, and many hoped for a real-life romance. Whatever the true nature of their relationship, there's no doubt that Ben cares deeply for Erin. And now, facing the possibility of losing her, he is spiraling. As news of Erin's condition spread, the entire When Calls the Heart cast took to social media in solidarity. Pascal Hutton posted a black-and-white photo of Erin with the caption, My heart is broken. Please pray for our beloved sister. She's a fighter. Kevin McGarry, who plays Nathan on the show, tweeted, "We love you, Erin. Please come back to us. You are light in this world." Even former co-star Daniel Lissing, who left the show seasons ago, posted on Instagram, "She gave me strength when I had none. Now it's our turn. Get well, my friend." Hallmark Channel also issued a statement expressing deep concern and love for their star, confirming that production on all related projects has been suspended until further notice. Meanwhile, fans across the globe have begun organizing prayer circles, online vigils, and trending hashtags like Pray for Erin, hashtag Hearties for Krakow, and Get Wellerin. One fan in Ohio held a candlelight vigil outside her home. Another in the Philippines created a video tribute that already has over 500,000 views on TikTok. Letters, flowers, and handmade gifts are flooding the hospital, a testament to just how much Erin means to her global community. While Erin remains in intensive care, many are asking, what caused this? Will she recover? Will she return to acting? An anonymous source close to Erin revealed that she's been quietly battling a rare autoimmune condition, which flares up unpredictably. Although she's kept it under wraps to avoid stress on fans and colleagues, the condition can cause extreme fatigue, neurological issues, and, in rare cases, life-threatening episodes. The insider said Erin had been pushing herself hard during filming, refusing to rest or reschedule. She wanted to give her fans her very best, always. Doctors are optimistic but cautious. The next 48 hours will be crucial. Erin is currently sedated and under observation, but sources confirm she briefly regained consciousness this morning and squeezed Ben's hand when he whispered, "You're not done yet, Krakow." As we await updates, it's worth reflecting on what Erin Krakow has given us, not just as an actress but as a human being. From her early days in Army Wives to becoming a queen of Hallmark Christmas movies, Erin has poured heart and soul into every character. Her portrayal of Elizabeth Thatcher has become iconic, inspiring hope, empathy, and grace. Off-screen, she's been a champion for kindness, frequently supporting mental health awareness, women's empowerment, and animal rights. She once said in an interview, "If I can make someone smile after a hard day, even just one person, then I've done my job." Today, it's our turn to make her smile, even if she can't see it yet. With Erin's condition uncertain, questions about the future of when calls the heart are swirling. Can the show continue without its leading lady? Producers have confirmed that filming is on hold and all creative decisions are being paused out of respect. There is talk of turning the next few episodes into a tribute arc, using Erin's existing footage and adding heartfelt moments from the rest of the cast. Others suggest a full-season delay until Erin hopefully returns. In the world of Hallmark Channel love stories, few relationships have captivated fans as completely as the real-life romance between When Calls the Heart stars Erin Krakow and Ben Rosenbaum. Their on-screen connection bloomed subtly before blossoming, behind the scenes, igniting a romance that has since fascinated viewers, especially those devoted to the small Canadian town of Hope Valley. Their story is not just a tale of co-stars turned lovers, but a slow-burning connection filled with trust, shared values, quiet moments, and a deep mutual respect that mirrors the very essence of the show that brought them together. Though much of their relationship has been kept out of the tabloids and spotlight, when the details do emerge, especially about their first meeting and how their love story has evolved, they paint a picture of a relationship rooted in both friendship and admiration. Erin Krakow, beloved by millions for her role as Elizabeth Thatcher Thornton, has long been one of Hallmark's most admired leading ladies. With her poised demeanor, empathetic eyes, and a deep emotional range, she has carried the heart of When Calls the Heart since its inception. Over the years, Erin has been protective of her private life. Fans, curious about her off-screen romances, have often speculated who might be the lucky man in her life. For a time, Erin was rumored to be dating her co-star Daniel Lissing, who played Jack Thornton. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, and the emotional depth of their performances left many hoping the love had carried over into reality. However, both actors made it clear that their connection was a deep friendship, not a romantic relationship. While much of the fan attention focused on Erin and Daniel, Ben Rosenbaum quietly entered the picture both literally and figuratively. Playing Mike Hickam, Rosenbaum's character began as comic relief, but slowly transformed into a fan favorite, an earnest, awkward, deeply lovable man navigating the world with optimism and integrity. Much like Hickam's quiet emergence into the hearts of When Calls the Heart fans, Rosenbaum's real-life rapport with Erin Krakow began in the background and flourished slowly over time. Their relationship didn't emerge overnight, and that's part of what makes it so intriguing to long-time followers of the series. Their meet-cute, if you will, is classic Hallmark. According to several reports and fan observations, Erin and Ben met for the first time on the set of When Calls the Heart during the show's earlier seasons. It wasn't fireworks from the get-go, at least not the kind that makes headlines. Instead, it was a gradual, tender unfolding of mutual admiration. Erin was already a central figure on the series when Ben joined the cast. She was warm, welcoming, and gracious to all newcomers, traits she has often been praised for by her colleagues. Ben, meanwhile, came across as thoughtful, introspective, and humble, a perfect foil to Erin's commanding grace. As the seasons progressed, something began to change. Cast interviews showed Erin and Ben exchanging knowing glances and subtle inside jokes. Social media became another clue. Fans began to notice that the two were often posting pictures together, many of them off-set. Shared meals, hikes, and quiet time with their dogs appeared more frequently. Unlike the high-profile couples of Hollywood, Erin and Ben cultivated something gentler and far more enduring. They seemed to embrace a private bubble of companionship, away from the pressures of celebrity and constantly clicking paparazzi. Though the two remained tight-lipped about their romance for years, fans with a keen eye had little doubt something special was blossoming between them. At events, they would often be seen standing close, sometimes exchanging warm smiles when the other spoke. More than just proximity, it was the tenderness in their expressions that said more than words ever could. Slowly but surely, their love story unfolded, not through interviews or headlines, but through the quiet intimacy of shared experiences. One of the more compelling aspects of their relationship is how seamlessly it integrates into the broader. When Calls the Heart family, Erin and Ben have often expressed how much the cast and crew mean to them. The series is known not only for its idyllic setting and heartwarming stories, but also for its tight-knit, supportive environment. This atmosphere provided the perfect backdrop for a slow, authentic connection. There were no grand declarations or paparazzi-laden vacations. Instead, Erin and Ben found love through shared passion for storytelling, mutual admiration of each other's craft, and the long, gentle rhythm of spending time together both on and off the screen. Their connection grew stronger with every passing season. As their characters evolved and the scripts deepened, Erin and Ben leaned on one another for support. They practiced lines, explored character motivations, and helped each other navigate the intense emotional demands of their roles. This shared creative space became a fertile ground for something far more personal. In interviews, Erin has occasionally referenced the importance of having people you can trust on set, and while she never directly named Ben in those early years, fans could sense whom she meant. Eventually, their relationship began to take on a more public dimension. Although Erin and Ben never made a red carpet debut as a couple in the traditional Hollywood sense, they began appearing together more frequently in each other's Instagram stories, charity events, and behind-the-scenes features. In early 2023, fans got what they considered confirmation, a series of sweet, understated photographs posted by both Erin and Ben celebrating birthdays and milestones together, often with heartfelt captions filled with gratitude and affection. Neither one made a grand announcement, but in classic Erin and Ben fashion, they let the truth unfold naturally, trusting their fans to see what was right in front of them. By mid-2024, the couple's bond seemed stronger than ever. They had become not just beloved figures in the Hallmark universe, but symbols of authentic, respectful, grown-up love. Their romance stood in stark contrast to many of Hollywood's high-speed, high-drama relationships. Here were two people building a life quietly, intentionally, with deep respect and care. They shared values, kindness, humility, professionalism, and the importance of family and friends. This emotional maturity became a hallmark of their connection and a beacon of hope to fans who believe in love stories that mirror real life. Fans also began to appreciate how Erin and Ben complemented one another. Erin, with her magnetic stage, presence and commanding performances often brought passion and emotional gravity to every scene she inhabited. Ben, with his understated wit and gentle demeanor, offered balance. Together they exemplified harmony, a real-life version of the kind of balanced romance they often helped portray on screen. Their relationship became one of mutual empowerment, with each supporting the other's dreams and ambitions without ever overshadowing them. Behind the scenes, those who worked with Erin and Ben described a dynamic that was full of laughter, long conversations, and shared coffee breaks. Directors noted how the two respected each other's time and process, often helping lift the mood on set with inside jokes and quiet encouragement. Off-screen, their relationship appeared to thrive on simplicity. Walks in nature, dinners with close friends, and visits to local bookstores and coffee shops, these were the moments they seemed to cherish most. In a world obsessed with spectacle, their love story was refreshingly real. As 2025 approached, fans began to speculate about the next chapter in their story. Marriage rumors surfaced after Erin was seen wearing what appeared to be a delicate ring on her finger during a cast reunion. While neither Erin nor Ben has confirmed any engagement or wedding plans, fans continue to root for them, excited to see what the future holds for one of television's most beloved low-key couples. Their decision to keep their love story private, while still sharing glimpses into their journey, only makes it all the more endearing. Importantly, Erin and Ben's relationship has also become an emblem of possibility for viewers. In a world often jaded by reality TV and social media antics, their story represents the beauty of slow, intentional love. They met not on a dating app or through a whirlwind red carpet moment, but through work, collaborating, creating, and gradually getting to know each other as human beings. Their journey is a testament to the idea that sometimes the best love stories are the ones that take their time, built not on drama or spectacle, but on shared values, mutual admiration, and trust. Perhaps the most touching aspect of their relationship is how rooted it is in friendship. Erin and Ben didn't just fall in love. They built a connection based on shared laughter, long days on set, and a mutual desire to uplift one another. That deep friendship remains the foundation of everything they've built together. Whether or not wedding bells are in their future, fans know this much is true. The love between Erin Krakow and Ben Rosenbaum is real, it's enduring, and it's one of the most genuine relationships to come out of the world of Hallmark. As when Calls the Heart continues to touch lives with its stories of faith, family, and love, Erin and Ben's real-life romance will remain one of its most poignant legacies. Their journey together has become a love story in its own right, one that inspires just as deeply as any episode of the show. Whether on screen or off, their connection is a reminder that love doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes, it's in the quiet moments, a glance across a set, a shared laugh between takes, a long walk after a day's work, that the truest love stories begin. The world of Hope Valley has long been a place where love, community, and faith are cherished values, brought to life each week on Hallmark Channel's beloved series, When Calls the Heart. Fans who have followed the show since its inception have seen numerous storylines unfold, tales of heartbreak and joy, resilience and hope, all delivered through compelling characters and the talented actors who play them. But in June 2025, reality and fiction collided in the most beautiful way when longtime co-stars Erin Krakow and Ben Rosenbaum announced they had officially tied the knot. Their surprise marriage announcement didn't just take the fan base by storm, it also fulfilled years of quiet speculation and romantic hopes from viewers who believed their on-screen chemistry might just reflect something more behind the scenes. Now, what began as a slow-burning friendship on set has bloomed into a real-life love story for the ages, deeply touching fans and colleagues alike. Erin Krakow has been the emotional and moral center of When Calls the Heart from the very beginning. Her portrayal of Elizabeth Thatcher Thornton, the strong, intelligent, and deeply compassionate schoolteacher-turned-mother, has been the bedrock of the show's success. Krakow has often spoken about how meaningful the role has been to her, not only because of the character's complexity, but because of the community the show created around her. Ben Rosenbaum, who joined the cast a bit later as the affable, good-hearted Mike Hickam, quickly became a fan favorite in his own right. His portrayal of Hickam brought warmth, comic timing, and an understated charm that gave his character a unique place in the ensemble. Over time, he evolved from a secondary figure into a pivotal part of the Hope Valley fabric, both on screen and within the cast community. Though Erin and Ben's characters on the show never pursued a romantic relationship, those working behind the scenes and fans watching closely began to notice the chemistry between the two actors that seemed to transcend the fictional lines. There was something about the way they interacted during cast interviews, social media posts, and Hallmark events that hinted at a deeper connection. Neither was ever quick to speak publicly about their private lives, and this discretion only fueled the curiosity. Till what emerged in small glimpses, shared laughter, affectionate body language, casual but intimate photos, suggested that something genuine was blossoming between them. And now, with their marriage confirmed, those suspicions have turned into a love story that adds even more heart to the world of When Calls the Heart. Couple made their announcement in early June 2025, posting a coordinated message to their social media accounts with a breathtaking photo from their wedding day. Set against the backdrop of a serene, natural landscape, the image showed Erin and Ben standing closely together, hand in hand, gazing at each other with unmistakable love and joy. Erin wore a flowing, classic gown with soft lace detailing, while Ben looked equally elegant in a tailored blue-gray suit. There were no dramatic captions, no shout-outs to brands or media partners, just one simple message: we said yes to forever. And with those words, the internet exploded with joy, support, and celebration. Their wedding, much like their relationship, was a private affair, planned with intention and intimacy rather than celebrity fanfare. Held in British Columbia, where the show is filmed, the location was symbolic and sentimental. It was in this region, among the majestic mountains and peaceful countryside, that Erin and Ben met, worked, became friends, and slowly fell in love. Their wedding venue, a restored farmhouse surrounded by wildflowers and tall pines, was described by one insider as quintessentially them, charming, peaceful, and deeply personal. The guest list was carefully curated to include close friends, family, and castmates, with no media presence or official photographers beyond those hired for their private memories. What mattered to them was not the spectacle, but the sincerity of the moment. For those who attended, the ceremony was unforgettable. Erin and Ben exchanged handwritten vows that moved many guests to tears. Their words were filled with references not only to their shared history on set, but to the quiet, deeply personal journey they took toward building a life together. Ben spoke of Erin's kindness and strength, of how she brought out the best in him and grounded him during long shooting days and difficult moments. Erin, in turn, shared how Ben's gentle soul and quiet humor made her feel safe, understood, and seen. There were no over-the-top gestures, just two people deeply in love, promising to walk through life together in front of the people who mattered most to them. In the aftermath of the announcement, their fellow When Calls the Heart cast members were quick to express their joy and admiration. In a moment that sent waves of joy rippling through the devoted Hallmark fandom and beyond, Erin Krakow and Ben Rosenbaum officially announced their marriage in June 2025. For years, the stars of When Calls the Heart captivated viewers not just with their roles on the beloved series, but with a quietly blossoming real-life romance that unfolded behind the scenes. The couple's decision to share their happy news came as a welcome confirmation of what many longtime fans had suspected and hoped for, that their off-screen connection had deepened into something lasting and profound, their marriage celebrated. In a private but deeply meaningful ceremony, was not only the culmination of years of mutual respect, friendship, and love, but a storybook chapter in a romance that began in the heart of Hope Valley. The journey to this point was one defined by subtlety, grace, and an intentional pace. Unlike many celebrity couples whose relationships unfold in the glare of the media spotlight, Erin and Ben built their bond quietly. Their love story didn't make headlines for drama or scandal. Instead, it drew attention precisely because of its authenticity and its slow, steady progression, a rarity in the fast-moving world of entertainment. Their decision to share their wedding news in June 2025 was perfectly in character. A tasteful, heartfelt announcement accompanied by a single photograph that spoke volumes without a word being uttered. The image, shared simultaneously on both of their social media accounts, featured the couple hand in hand, barefoot in the grass, glowing with joy under a soft golden light, with a caption that simply read, "Forever." The photograph instantly went viral, eliciting an outpouring of love, congratulations, and celebration from fans, friends, and fellow Hallmark stars. The wedding had not been publicized ahead of time, adding to the sense of surprise and delight. Indeed, an era where celebrity nuptials often come with exclusive deals, multi-page spreads in lifestyle magazines, and high-profile sponsorships, Erin and Ben's wedding announcement stood out for its intimacy and sincerity. It was clear that their focus wasn't on creating spectacle, but on honoring the sacred commitment they were making to one another. Their wedding took place in a secluded countryside estate just outside of Vancouver, a location that holds significance for both stars.